G'day everyone, welcome to this week's episode of The Outside Man, Rugby League's best ever podcast.
Yeah!
Joining us on the bench, as always, we got Cow down the end there.
Yep.
On the beep bop booth.
David Milton.
Then we got Jace, and what was your name again? Jed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Jedediah.
Welcome, and take this opportunity to thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Make sure you like, subscribe to our page.
And
what?
And if you're on Spotify, hit that follow button and comment and give us a review. Love it.
Yeah, we love you, boys.
And
girls.
And that's why Matt does the intro.
Anyway, what a great moment that was for our podcasting.
So another big week in rugby league this week, guys. Another
big week.
Ton of controversies this weekend.
Yeah, was there a ton?
There's a couple.
There was a ton in one particular game, which we'll talk about a bit later.
I thought it was all pretty legit.
Yeah. Did anyone watch any of the NRL game? NRLW had their Magic round.
Yeah, wet and wild weekend.
There was one game I watched. It was the first game. It was the Titans game.
Oh, okay.
You couldn't see the field from the rain. It was absolutely insane.
Yeah. So
good game though. We had a first draw ever in NRLW history.
Yeah, my Roosters are winning the comp, so haven't lost a game yet. So
looking good.
Yep. So
maybe Nick's turned his attention there.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like, let's go on the women.
Well, it's more important winning the girls than the boys. Like, who cares about the boys?
Yeah. The Wallabies had a win.
Yep.
They beat the Lions. The Wobblies.
Yep. So
not that we watch Union in this place.
We're not going to do a podcast about Union.
Yeah. Did anyone watch? Was the F1 on this weekend?
No,
it is on this weekend.
This is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Charles Leclerc finished on pole.
Oh, really?
The Ferrari outsped the two McLarens, which is a big deal. Even at the end of it, he was like, I don't know how I've done that, but he has. And the other thing, while we're talking about other sports, is the fifth test between India and England is on at the moment, over in England. It's 2-1 to England at the moment. But the day 4 is pretty much going to come down to day 4. It's either 9 wickets to win or 320 something runs.
Yep.
So if you're a cricket fan, tune in. It's going to be good. Anyway,
because the whinging bloody Poms.
We've got them in the Ashes this year, so that's why it's important.
No one likes English people.
Okay.
Jed doesn't speak for the rest of us.
Not.
Since we're talking about other sports, Man United won 4-1 in their first pre-season game. So they're killing it.
Anyway.
All right, well, those of you...
here's our controversy corner.
Controversy corner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or / whinge fest.
Whinge.
/ armchair critics.
It's only controversial because nothing.
Because nothing.
So Jason's got nothing.
I got something.
All right, you got something?
Yeah, just really quick, okay? And you guys don't even have to... You can't even argue with this because it's my opinion. It's a big stake, a big claim.
Yep.
Now, we know one member on this podcast likes to make them. But I'm going to make it today. The Penrith Panthers will win the comp this year for 5 in a row. You've heard it here.
Ooh.
And there will be lots of egg on Jed's face when they do win it. I've seen enough.
5 feet.
Do you think
I've seen enough.
The script has been written?
I've seen enough. They've won 8 in a row. They're getting some calls now. The refs are starting to clue onto the fact that, they're back. Not just that, though. I think Nathan Cleary, every time they get written off, they find a way to win the comp. And this year's been no other. They've been finished 17th. They were in 17th after round 12. And everyone said they're done, they're dusted. What a fall from grace. And here they are in 5th spot. So that's my controversial statement. The Penrith Panthers will win the comp this year. So
Well, to be fair, my head is the shape of an egg. So if you put an egg onto it, it's not going to make a difference.
Okay.
What? I missed something here.
And
anyway,
welcome back. After that ad, Jed, you got something to talk about?
Yeah, I've got a really important open talking point. In the last, particularly this year, we've seen players go up to the referee and almost demand decisions and intimidate the referees. Now, my open discussion is this fair? You know, we saw like on the Gold Coast with some really bad calls and throughout the year, you know, some pretty average calls. Is this fair? Is it fair for players to do this?
I don't think so. I don't like it because it kind of sways the ref and getting in their face. No, I think it's got to be the captain.
Yeah.
It's got to be. But when they're making... not this year. I remember last year when there was a certain touch judge pinged Nico Hines for 5 forward passes that were all pretty flat. And I remember he blew up at her big time. And I was like, well, fair call. Like, she can't... But also not fair call.
So...
Yeah, well, it should only be the captains approaching the referee.
Can you understand it from a player's point of view in any way, though?
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Well, you're in the heat of battle.
Yeah.
You get in and you get the wrong call or you get hit in the head and they ignore you. And when they just pulled up another penalty for someone getting hit in the head.
The only problem with that is it's the player's perspective.
Yeah.
They're only focusing on their
little spot.
Their little spot where, like, you see it time and time again. They're like going like this and come on. But then you watch the replay.
Mitch Moses.
Yeah, and then you watch the replay. Or how many
Mitch
times have
Gubbo,
they
Warriors
gone up
players.
for captain's challenge and they've been wrong?
They've been wrong. I don't mind the blow up, but I don't like the going to the referee.
Yeah.
And I don't even like the blow up, but I'm happy for Gutho to do it.
Well, let's be real too. How many times when a player's gone up to the ref, have you seen the ref go, yeah, good point, I'm going to change my decision?
Yeah.
Zilch.
No.
I remember I did see it in an Origin once.
You know what they say? Challenge it. And I like that that's the thing now. It's like, really?
How many times have we seen the bunker make a call and then get overturned overturned again back on the field?
It has happened a couple of times. I have seen it.
It happened in the Penrith Titans game.
Yeah.
The head high hit that Toto did on Sami. The ref on the field overturned it and gave him a penalty for it.
Yeah.
But the bunker got it massively wrong, and it should have. I don't know if it should have been a penalty try, but it was in a try scoring motion, and it was foul play.
By definition, that is a penalty try. If
Yes,
some player is
absolutely.
going for a try and there is foul play, if you look up the rule, it is a penalty try.
Yeah.
And the fact that her decision, her excuse for not awarding it a try was he put his foot out, and that is the reason why he didn't score the try, not because of the head high, is completely overruled by the fact that there was foul play, contact with the head. That is a penalty try in a try scoring situation.
No, it's not, because that makes sense. So if someone has not... So it's just like, hey, is there someone else in front of you? Well, there's someone else in front of you who wouldn't have scored the try.
No.
If he doesn't get hit in the head, he still doesn't score the try.
No, he gets hit in the head before he puts his foot out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rule
his
is,
foot is still
Jace,
there.
the rule is, regardless of whether his foot goes out, if he gets hit in the head after the foot goes out, fair enough.
Yeah.
But in a try-scoring situation, if he gets hit in the head and it is foul play, because he could have put that ball down before he gets hit in the head.
It also rolled him over. The hit also rolled him over.
It rolled him over. That is the rule. Look up the
But
rule.
he was in the field of play when he hit him. He wasn't in the in goal.
He was going for a try. His head
he's
was
going
close.
for a try.
He was in a
but he
try.
wasn't in the in goal. So
But
his-
it doesn't. If you look at it.
Yeah, I disagree, because I don't think his foot stays in if he doesn't hit him in the head.
Yeah.
So
I get that you disagree, but the rule says, and they were talking about this on Triple M today as well, where they said the rule is in a try-scoring situation, if there is foul play, it is a penalty try. Should have been a penalty try.
Yep.
Because anything that happens after he gets hit in the head is affected by the fact that he got hit in the head.
Yeah.
Because he's dazed, and he was. He had to go for a HIA.
Yeah. It's good you're not a referee, Jason.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I hate
'cause-
referees.
All right, I got a bit of a controversy.
Okay. Oh, you've done a bit of
We
research,
talked
have you?
about it before. This affects you, Jed, and one of our faithful viewers, Mark, talked about this the other day. So Trent Robinson, right?
Yes.
He's been the coach of the Roosters since 2013,
Yes.
which he did win the premiership in 2013, and then he went on to win the premiership 18 and 19.
What a
Yeah.
legend.
Right? Awesome job, well done.
Yes.
But he's also got the Roosters to every final series except 2016
2016. Yep.
and maybe 2025. They're probably going to get into the 8, but
Yeah.
you know, they're still hit and miss. So the question is, should he be having pressure put on him about his performance? Do you think that now considering every team's got injuries, but he's also has had some really good teams?
Yeah.
Do you think that you as a Roosters faithful, diehard Chook fan, are you happy with the coach? Even though you're okay, you're getting there, but you're not
Look,
getting any further?
there was 2 or 3 years there where we got decimated by injuries. Like I think
Decimated.
like there was one Newcastle game. I think it was Jake Friend, the Morris boys, and then I think Victor Radley. You know, got hurt. All got season-ending injuries. But I sort of think of it in a way that Melbourne and Penrith in the last 5 years have been absolutely amazing, and you can't tell me there's you just can't do that. And then also you say, and I said this in the chat, say, oh yeah, sack Robbo, but you've got to come up with a better replacement. And who's out there at the moment that you can say, all right, he's the man that can take the lead?
I like your point that is there a coach out there that's won a premiership that could replace him?
Yeah, because I want premiership winning.
Hang on,
coaches.
why is the prerequisite you have to have won a premiership?
Because he's a guaranteed premiership winning coach.
Yeah, and you're at the Roosters. You're at a club that demands success.
So
where.
I think every team demands success.
I'm saying you don't drop Robbo
until there's someone better.
There's a coach that's better, and I think a coach that better has to have won a premiership.
Yes,
it's just Rooster mentality, isn't it? Let's just buy our way to another premiership.
But it
buy all our
hasn't
players.
been.
We buy our
the
coaches.
flip side of that is, if they don't get into the final series this year, would you be happy if Teddy come out and said, stuff you Roosters, I'm going to go and leave you and go find a team that's going to win a premiership?
Well, he just resigned. He just resigned the other day.
Perth Bears. Everyone's signing everyone, because Perth's
but
coming
contracts
in.
don't mean anything.
Yeah, good point.
It's
only for a year too, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but he's an old man.
He's an old man. He's younger than me.
Yeah, no.
Do you know the problem for Roosters? I've just decided.
Yeah.
Is they keep losing their assistant coaches.
Yes.
They've lost Jason Riles. They've lost Craig Fitzgibbon. They lost whoever it was before that. Who was the other guy?
Yeah, Adam O'Brien was a massive loss.
Yeah. So they're almost doing too well in recruiting, and they keep losing their assistants, which is a big problem. Because, the assistant does a lot of the work.
And then the players that we've actually the players that have debuted with us, I'm actually really happy with how they play, which is the majority of the team. But the problem is when they bring in players like Brandon Smith.
Yeah, do you know who they need to sack? Is a recruitment coach.
Yeah, it's the recruitment.
Terrell May.
I would say, Matt, to your original point, I believe that they have underperformed with the squad that they've had. Maybe not this year, but the last few years, the amount of stars, representative players in their squad, if I was a Roosters fan, I would have expected a few more comps.
This year they had Chad.
So, Jed, let's just go through the list. You said the majority of your team debuted at the Roosters.
Yes,
that's what you just said.
Yes.
Yep.
James Tedesco didn't.
No.
Did Daniel Tupou?
Yep.
Yes.
Did Billy Smith?
Yep.
Yes.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Robert Toy?
Billy Smith
Yes.
came up under 17s.
Mark Nwanganidoaze?
Yes.
Yes.
He's not. You can't
He
say
debuted NRL at the Roosters.
But by debut, do you mean players that came through your ranks? Is that
Okay? All right, we'll say no for that.
Yeah, that's the point. Because Mark, he's a professional athlete already before he's gone to the Roosters. Hugo, I know he has debuted.
Yeah.
Sam Walker did. Dafu White.
Yep.
Yes.
Who is that guy?
He definitely did, because
Yeah, he definitely did.
Lindsay
Collins
Collins
did.
Yes.
Crichton didn't. So Wong?
Yes.
Are you sure about all this?
Yes,
Spencer
absolutely.
Lenu didn't.
Did not.
Connor Watson didn't.
Yes, he did. He started the Roosters and then he went to Newcastle and then he came back.
Where he became good.
No,
No,
but
no, you can't change
Yeah,
your
you can't
goal, mate,
change the-
because you're trying for an agenda.
Victor Radley.
Yes.
Yep. Butcher, yep.
Fakete-
Fukueta.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
All right. I'll give you that argument on that basis, but not from
Even
the
Takiaho did.
Yeah.
not from the basis that the juniors, because this is where you get tripped up. Not from the basis that you developed juniors over the years. I would say this is probably the first year where you have so many guys that have come through from your junior levels, right?
Yeah.
More than any other year. And I think that's the point I'm trying to make with Matt, is since 2018 and 19, this is probably the first year we've had quite a lot of people from your junior levels, and you still haven't made the top 8. So considering that, I would say you've underperformed with the roster that you've had previous to this.
Yeah. So what year do you reckon that we should have won the comp?
Probably one of those years at the it's more like last year. Like I
It's
thought
not even win the comp. You didn't get to the
just
grand final.
do well, top 4
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Because only one team can win the comp. I know it's really
Yeah.
hard to win the comp, but just top 4. Like
We
you
were
look.
top 4 last year.
Yeah, we got top 4 last year.
Did you?
Yeah, we
might have been the
pretty-
year before.
Yeah, we made the top 4 that year as well.
Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, Roosters and Sharks have been top 4 last 3 years.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So Sharks are in the same boat then.
So I stand corrected. On that, but I still feel like the Roosters have underperformed. Like
Against the Penrith juggernaut.
no, but like you look at Melbourne and Roosters over the past few years, you go, well, Melbourne haven't underperformed.
Yeah, I actually, but one that I will agree is
I think
like
Melbourne
And you
have.
call yourself a team that is, we deserve to be,
yeah, but in the last 5 or 6 years.
So I look at the Bronx; they've underperformed for years.
Oh yeah, like we've only won one game out of our last 20 or something like that against Penrith and the Roosters and the Storm. So we're definitely a class below that.
Yeah, I just, with the standards that you guys hold yourself to, I still think you've underperformed. Yeah.
2022 was a year you missed out on the top 4 because the Cowboys and Sharks were in there.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure. Anyway,
But good point, and
So
thanks for bringing that
interesting
up.
talk.
So I would say this year you've underperformed again. If you don't make the top 8, that's a fail of a year.
we still got time.
You might need to go and buy some players.
I think with Walker out, I think with Brandon Smith,
Walker
who was
was a-
obviously their hooker. Who
No,
got
Jed
injured
said
for the
they
whole
demand
year.
success.
I know, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Like, I think there's other clubs out there, say like the Tigers, they're happy to make the top 8, where that's not good enough for us.
The one thing I will concede is that you're definitely not over the salary cap like you have been in all those
Yeah.
years.
Yeah,
No one can say you're over the salary cap.
definitely.
Yeah,
under the
I've
cap
never,
this year.
I've never seen a brown paper bag, so it's not.
Not
true.
this year, anyway. That's for sure.
Anyway, so
All
should
right.
we get into the games?
Yeah, let's have a chat about this week's round. There's a fair bit going on. We'll do one of those transitions right now.
First game of the weekend, Storm beating the Eels 16-10. I thought the Eels put up a pretty good fight.
And I thought the Storm were rubbish.
Yes.
Yeah, and they
Exactly.
still won.
Yeah, like the Storm.
I think they were pretty lucky to win, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that last try was a bit...
How you going?
Do you know? Yeah. What try was the? Was it the last
I-
one?
Oh, no,
remember
Xavier
what-
Coates' try was good.
Not
That
the
was good.
Coates
Yeah,
try.
I was
The
gonna say,
other
One of the
one.
other ones.
They fully took out the markers.
Yeah.
Did you see that? They fully walked
Yeah, I
forward
saw
and
that.
took out the markers, then Harry Grant ran through.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, they were lucky to get away with that one.
I don't remember seeing.
Um,
It's a while ago, so maybe my memory's foggy.
Yeah,
but
sometimes
I don't
it's hard to
remember
remember.
I don't remember there being too much controversial. in
I
it.
didn't blow up about it at the time, but when I watched it back and watched the highlights, I was like, oh, he was lucky.
Yeah. Okay.
Lomax had a bit of an off night with the boot again.
So did Pappenhausen. He got sacked from kicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he missed
Yeah.
it from right in front, pretty
Oh,
much.
That's terrible.
Meany's got kicking duties back next week, so
Look at
if
that
you're super
possession.
coachy.
Yeah.
46% to 54 to the Storm. That's a big difference.
So I still have concerns about the Storm, especially in Sydney. And, like, yes, they can make it to a grand final, but, like, they step up a gear when they play in Melbourne, but they have struggled away this year in the last couple of
Yeah,
years.
they do turn it on when they play big teams, though.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
don't play at 100% all year.
I think come finals, but yeah, no, look, it was a bit shaky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And their forward pack's not as intimidating as
Hang on.
Yeah.
years gone
And
by.
Give credit to Para. Like, they beat the Broncos the week before. The Para are playing really good footy.
Yeah.
Melbourne are off at the moment, but you can't expect a team to be at 100% all year. They go through lows like they are at the moment. I thought it was a really even contest, the way that Eels deserve to be recognised for this game. They're playing
Yeah,
good footy
I thought
at the
they
moment.
played really good too.
Look, I've got them in my top 8 next year, the Eels.
But a 68% completion rate when you're playing a top 14
Yeah.
Cool.
that Eels have, that's
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I- I-
And also,
dummies.
their dummies were unbelievable.
31 to 14.
31.
to
They
the Eels.
deserve to win that, really.
I will say that Jermaine Hopgood, he probably needs to be dropped soon.
He's still got a back injury. He's trying to play.
Yeah,
the
like, I don't know, like, he made a couple of crucial errors and
40 missed tackles for the Eels versus 18. That's phenomenal.
14 to
14
7
errors.
errors. Penalties conceded 10-7.
Lots
So
of
they
penalties.
probably looked better than they actually were when we're looking at that.
That's a fair call.
Maybe a lot of that was near the end of the game.
I mean, probably more grittiness to stay in the
Yeah.
stay in
Yeah.
the contest.
yeah. And I do think this weekend, because of how much rain we've had in Sydney, there's some games there where it's hard to get a reading on.
yeah, you
But
had
like-
to be super disciplined.
Yeah. So
You will see that error count and stuff. Yeah.
So good signs for the Eels. Storm. They've been like this all season, haven't they? They've been like
They'll beat them.
really good, drop a one, been really
Yeah.
get really good again.
Um,
So the next game,
I picked this game, Dolphins 20-18. Dolphins,
I tipped the Dolphins.
Last minute
everyone-
try from
who'd they verse?
the Warriors.
The Warriors.
Well,
Yeah.
In
So
New Zealand.
Jermaine Osako scored in the 78th minute. He played very well, I thought, but I think the Warriors are about done.
Yeah, we've been saying
Ten-
that they've been sliding.
Tanner
Yeah.
Boyd had a
and they got the Dogs next week.
few little issues
Whoopsies.
throughout the game.
He did do a few nice things as well. Though.
He
It was
did
a bit
do
of
a
mixed
few
bag,
nice
eh?
things.
When just before Herbie went off,
Yep.
he looked like he was going to smash the Warriors. He was unbelievable.
Yep. So
For
those of you-
those at
Yeah, you
home,
go.
he got he did his hammy running off. No one there. Looked like he got shot in the leg.
Yeah.
It was
He
devastating.
was
It was
about
bad.
to score.
was
The Super
devastating.
Coaches high vice captain Herbie, and I thought I was going to be on a win.
He was 70 after 20 minutes. He was...
Yeah.
but I'm genuinely devastated for Herbie because he's an athlete that you just want to watch play
Yeah.
footy every
Oh
week.
yeah.
You want to see him
Yeah.
there, and
Phenomenal.
hey, I think he'll come good for England at the end of the year. Warriors are shot.
Yeah. 28
Yeah.
dummy passes from the Warriors.
Yeah, they tried, but they just don't have.
Missed tackles, 46 and 44. That's...
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing. I reckon the Dolphins make the 8, and they'll scare a few teams with their attack, but their defence is still
Yeah.
a lot to
quite
be...
there.
But in their
right.
second...
I don't think Dolphins make it, but that's all right.
Yeah, but in their second year, third year, sorry, from where they started, it's a massive improvement.
Yeah, well done Christian Walsh too.
Yeah.
Wolf, he said.
Is it Wolf?
It's not
Yeah.
Walsh.
I said Wolf.
Oh, did
Wolf,
you? I
yeah.
thought you said Walsh.
No, Wolf.
Okay, good.
But I still said it wrong.
Yeah.
Wolf,
Anyway.
Wolf, Derby,
Anyway,
Derby.
unfortunately for the Warriors, it was looking like their year, but that's gone.
That last try, it's the reason you love sport and rugby league, right?
Yeah.
Seeing that kind of stuff just happen is...
Yeah, they've had a couple of late minute tries this year,
Hmm.
the Dolphins. All right, second game of Friday night. Probably no surprises. Broncos winning.
Friday night Broncos.
Yep, winning 60-14.
So they said that, or Wayne said that the team that they fielded, the Rabbitohs, had 30 games of experience between them. And it did show.
They didn't have an 18th man.
Yep.
Yeah, he got
And-
injured.
So if
the warm-up.
they got 3 HIAs, they have no one on the
Yeah.
bench.
So the Rabbitohs really struggled.
Oh,
I thought they played some really good in spots, but just errors. You could tell it was a real lack of experience as well.
Sorry, did you say 30 games?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Alex Johnson's played 300.
Played 260 games.
Well,
I think it was the halves.
yeah. Oh, the
It was
halves.
the
It might have been the
I was like, when you said that,
was-
I'm like,
Well, Lewis Dodd and Ward have only got 2 games
yeah,
between
I didn't
them.
even know who Ashton Ward
Maybe
is.
it was the spine.
There's no photo
Maybe
on
the
the
average.
NRL website for it.
It would be the spine, Matt.
Yeah,
it's fine.
The spine, because Ryan
Ryan
Gray's
Gray's
only
yeah.
had a couple.
Like-
Ward's had 1, Dodd's had 3.
Jai
and
Gray's
Gray's
Let's
had
rewind that.
most of it. Start again.
So yeah, Wayne came out and said that the spine had 30 games of experience between them.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
it did show like they were really lacking that experience in that pressure situation.
Credit to Broncos, we've been having a go at their spine. They clicked it into gear, didn't they?
In the second
However,
half.
you can't say that they're back because they beat
Yeah,
the Rabbitohs, which had
no one is saying that, are they?
like
Who's saying that?
Broncos supporters.
No, they're not.
Who has said that? My wife's a diehard, and she says she's just like, yeah, it's good to get the win, but you know,
it's good for
the
you.
Rabbits.
It's good for you for and against.
Yeah. At the end of the day, they came out and did what they had to do, right?
Yeah.
They came out and got a W.
Yeah.
and They're in 6th still, so.
Haas is out.
Yeah, I was at the game. Well, he's out for that week. He had a skin infection or something. I was at the game, and that first 20 to 30 minutes, like they scored a couple of times. There was nothing special, but that second half where you kind of got the feeling sitting there watching and going, I feel like this is just watching the Rabbits sort of, you know, dwindle their way across the field. You kind of felt like it was going to break open.
So when you go to a few games, and you know you've been to a couple of games for the Broncos have won easy. Do you have nightmares of when the song comes on, like in the middle of the night?
By the end of it, I think even the Broncos fans were just like, we're sick of the score.
If the Sharks lost by 60, I would be raging.
Yeah.
There were a couple of Rabbits fans in front of us, and they were really good. There was a couple like in the next stand, and when it was close at the start, they started real chirping. Come the Rabbits!
Yeah.
By the end of it, I think they left earlier. By the end of it, they were dead quiet.
Yeah. So Xavier Willison is out, broken arm.
Yeah.
So that's him for probably till the
That's
finals.
a big loss for them because on the bench he's a big.
I will say about the Rabbits is that, like, I know they've definitely been injury primed, but I think that...
Primed for injury.
Prone. Injury primed. But I think Wayne needs to swivel the axe on a couple of the players.
I think Wayne just needs to retire.
He didn't have an 18th man. He can't swing the axe. He's got no one else to put in there.
They've been devastated with injuries.
I know they've been devastated, but I think that he needs to tell a couple of players to go find a new club.
But when you're so down on troops, like he's
I
literally using the last dregs of his top 30, Jed.
Who
Where's
are we
he supposed to
talking
get
about?
more players from?
Who are we talking about? Tell me.
I don't rate Euron Aiken anymore.
Okay.
I don't rate Jai Gray anymore. There was a couple of other players on that list as well. But, like, I just think that he needs to...
Yeah, well, Jai Gray doesn't play if Latrell's in the team.
Jai Gray's all right.
Yeah, Jai Gray's all right.
Alex Johnson, he's good.
Yeah, and
no one else
like
plays.
The recruitment of Lewis Dodd has been an absolute disaster.
Wayne didn't do that.
Yeah, I know Wayne didn't do that.
But it has been a disaster.
He's inherited a problem.
Yeah, he's
Was he the English guy? Is he the English guy? Yeah.
Well, it's actually good because he had a halfback. Otherwise, he would have had no one.
Yeah, I know that, but like,
He's the 6th choice halfback.
the
sixth.
That they paid 800,000 for.
Yeah, I didn't pay.
600.
Oh,
Yeah.
600.
I didn't pay.
Yeah.
Still a lot of money.
Yeah. So
For a guy that's played.
anyway,
Do you know when after they signed him, he wasn't even playing first for his club in England?
Oh really?
Isn't that going to annoy you even more?
Wow, how did he get in?
Hey, next game, which ended up being quite entertaining for someone who doesn't follow either of these clubs. Titans 26.
You're a Penrith supporter.
Penrith 30.
You're a secret Penrith supporter.
My son's a Penrith supporter, so I'll stick up for them. Before Matt goes on a tirade, I just want to say, regardless of anything, Nathan Cleary kicking that 2-point goal when it was the worst pass of all time. Absolute clutch. And also that try that they put on in Golden Point, that was really something
Shouldn't have even got to
special.
Golden Point.
So I think regardless of what happens, they could have pulled that out and won this game. So really good Tago, probably don't tackle people that don't have the ball. That's probably a good
idea.
Go, Matt.
Unleash, Matt.
Well, you can't say Penrith probably would have won anyway.
I said definitely. I didn't say probably.
They would.
I said
how can you say
definitely.
they definitely would have won?
Oh, easy.
They were down 24-0 at half time. The Titans came back. Dylan Edwards knocked on the ball, got skipped.
3 times.
The tackle on Phil Sami from Toho. Toho should have been in the bin. Would have been a penalty try. Titans would have been 8 in front. And then you got the grubby trainer running in front of JC. Would he have made the kick? Probably not. But it doesn't matter. It's still the tactics of their team. Like, it's the same team that was watering down the football at the start of the year.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's...
That trainer should be dropped.
I think it's a do. I think their club is do whatever you can to win, and the NRL's like, yeah, we'll back you. Do whatever you can to win. We'll let a few things slide. If Dylan Edwards got pinged for that very first knock on, he was 2 metres out from his goal line. Who's to say that we wouldn't have crossed then as well? You know?
That's hearsay though. Well, not
yeah,
hearsay.
well, obviously no one's got a crystal ball, but these sorts
but you
of
can't
things...
base a result off he could have, because we look at the facts.
Okay, well, Phil Sami definitely would have scored a try.
Yes.
JC, even though he'd missed 2 goals beforehand, there's no reason why he wouldn't have made that third
But
goal.
he might not have too. So I think I'm of the saying that he should have got to take the shot from in front.
Yes.
Not just be given the goal. I know he kicks it from in front anyway, but like as a formal process, give him the shot from right in front, because if you look at the footage, it was. If you're the trainer, you look up and you go, "Oh, the field's empty. There's no players in the field." There's no way in the world he could have justified running out there, because you would have run the first 5 metres, seen that Campbell was there ready to kick. He just kept running. And running, and for them,
and said sorry as he ran through. Yeah, it was dodgy.
Yeah.
It just...
Yeah, but you know what? It doesn't matter, because it's the Titans and no one cares. If it was any of your teams, or Melbourne, or any of the big teams, the NRL would be blowing up.
Actually, I did see it on the back page of the Sunday Mail today. So, you did make the paper.
No,
it just goes to show.
For the kick, I'm all on board. I think he needs to get dropped.
bias.
I think you should have had that kick in front. I think it was probably that crazy that the refs just didn't know what to do. And they don't know what to do most of the time, we've established. So I think it was just that blatant.
That would have sealed that game then.
Yeah.
Really.
But then again, a hearsay comes
Potentially.
Cleary wouldn't have gone for the 2-point field goal. They would have
went for the try that they scored in.
That they scored in Golden Point. So and trust me, Matt, the Cowboys have been on the bad end of a lot of, especially in finals time, bad calls. 7 tackles set, Cronulla Sharks.
Yep.
The Roosters, Manly's hand of God in 2013.
You got him going. Going. The Cowboys always get robbed.
It sucks, Matt. But everyone's just going to turn around and say to you, well, you should have made those tackles and not let them score 24 points. But I do think I do think there were a couple of calls that definitely.
If Titans had won, would you have been saying it was the best comeback in history? You would have been like, well, Penrith, they didn't really play, whatever. They scored. This is the unconscious bias against low teams.
Yes.
Like, we'll talk about the Tigers in a minute.
The Titans.
I'm biased against all Queensland teams, regardless of their standing on the ladder.
All right. Just a public service announcement. Yeah. If it sounds really windy on the footage, it's because it is really windy outside.
Yeah.
And I can't do anything about it. So.
Yeah. And on another side note, I think I just blew out my thong.
Which one?
My right thumb.
I did not know where you were going.
I didn't know you let that rip that bad.
I did after last week's. We apologise for last week's episode too. You might have seen a pit stop halfway through the episode. I didn't know where we were going after last week. So yeah, thanks, Jed, for that.
Yep. Cool.
Anything else to say, Matt? I'm with you. Like I feel it. I feel like Queensland teams always get dudded, and here's another case of it.
Well, I'm saying Titans would have won that game, and it would have been the best upset of the year.
Absolutely.
Big call.
but the right call.
Talk about the biggest upset of the year. The Dragons 18, Raiders 12. Who tipped this?
Not me. Did you tip it?
Didn't you tip it?
No,
Did I?
No,
No.
Mark did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mark,
Sorry.
one of our faithful
Well,
followers.
that was a big letdown because I thought Jed tipped them. Raiders were bad, but another crazy, windy, crazy.
Yeah, I don't think
crazy
there's a lot
game.
you can take out of
Jed,
Yeah, sorry.
Kyle Flanagan,
Yes.
he did well.
Yes, he did. He'll play State of Origin.
Oh. Stop making a fool of yourself with these big
Mate,
things.
anybody could do better than that blue squad, I tell you.
Yep.
Game 3. What are you doing there?
Sorry about that.
Raiders, yeah, I don't know.
64% completion rate. It was a wet and windy game, but the Dragons completed at 83, so it's proof that you can hold on to the ball. I want to look at.
Do you know, while you're looking, DeBellin was really good in this game.
They're going to miss him next year.
Missed tackles weren't too bad. 21-13 to the Raiders, but.
For a wet, windy game, it was 30-something Ks an hour.
And then some.
Yeah.
That's some pretty low.
See the missed tackles there. So Dragons have got 13 missed tackles. Raiders have got 21. Do you think that's an indication of defence or just an indication that there was just a lot of one-up plays?
No, well, if you look at the Raiders made 100 more tackles, so the more tackles you make, the more you'll miss. So with that ratio, it probably evens out to about 16 or 17 missed tackles for the Red V. So they only missed 4 more. So
that's really good though. That's really good
in wet conditions. I think that's pretty good. The Raiders, nothing clicked for them.
Yeah.
Is it the wet weather? Have we found the way to beat the Raiders? Make sure it's raining.
I think you got to have one of those losses.
Maybe
they've won 10 on the trot. You know,
10.
They're due for a loss.
Did Ricky blame the refs? Because that's what he normally does when he loses.
No, I reckon he blamed Flanagan.
Shane or Kyle?
Which one? Both.
Yeah.
I knew when they were both little kids. Yeah, that's what he said.
if your team's coming up against the Raiders this week, are you more nervous now that they've had this loss, or?
I would be.
I would be.
Yeah.
I'd be nervous anyway. The Raiders are pretty good.
They're a good team.
All right, I've got a blue with you, Carl, in the next game.
Here we go.
So the next game, Jed.
What have I done now?
What did he do? I want to know.
Okay, so the Roosters beat Manly 20-4. Now, in the chat, Carl said that Teddy Tedesco should have been sin binned for a contested...
150 million %.
So you haven't just got a blue with me; it's with the three of us.
That's all right. I'll take it all on because I got the guns. So I think a penalty was sufficient because Teddy mistimed his catch, and then as the Manly player was going down, he just happened to collect his...
It was a direct knee into the head.
But it wasn't intentional.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You have a duty of care not to knee someone in the head.
If someone comes in and swings and gets you in the head, accidental or not, you're going to the bin.
Yeah.
Whether it's on purpose or not is...
But he was dropping to the ground.
It doesn't matter.
Did you not see the crackdown on head highs?
You can't knee someone
the
in the
crackdown's
head.
over.
Not the point. The rule is any contact, forceful contact, moderate and then some, is sin bin. It's gone.
Okay,
Knee,
I'll
elbow.
make this point. If I was a Manly supporter, I'd be unhappy. But I'm a Roosters supporter.
That's what we were looking for.
So
sorry, can I cut you off for
Yeah,
one second?
go.
The Manly player that ran in, I think it was Jazz Tavunga.
Oh, yeah.
He ran in and said he could have killed him. Did you hear that? He could have killed him. That's what he said to the ref. The ref's like, I don't care. You can't run in.
In fairness...
If that was in the temple, he's gone.
Well, and this is a serious matter. Look, Phil Hughes got killed by a cricket ball that hit him in the back of the... At the same force... I probably shouldn't say same force because I don't know if it is going to be or not. But the force that Teddy was coming through, a knee to the temple,
it would have really messed him up.
It can do damage. And look, I know what you're saying, Jay. Like, what else was Teddy supposed to do? And you're right. What else was? It's irrelevant because in a lot of high tackles that make contact with the head, you ask yourself, what else is he supposed to do? The point is, he still made contact.
And in no way do we think Teddy ever did anything deliberately.
Absolutely not. He
That
did
sort
not
of
mean to
player
do it.
at all.
That's not the point.
But that's what happened. Sorry, Matt.
Unlike Reece Walsh's shoulder charge in the earlier game. Sorry to backtrack. How the heck did he stay on the field and not even get pinged for that?
There was a Stephen Crichton also. I don't know if you guys watch that Bulldogs. Stephen
one
Crichton
too.
flush in the head.
Didn't Ezra?
And he
do
stayed
one?
on the field.
Ezra do one as well. Oh, it was hard to see at the game. I thought
I don't remember
it might
that
have just
one,
been.
but
a
I
big
remember
hit.
Walsh's
Oh
one.
yeah,
it was a
because when you're at a
blatant
Broncos
shot.
game, you never see replays of any dirty acts from them.
Anyway,
Making his
how
feelings
many
known.
grubbers have we got, Cal, on this game?
Grubbers or are you talking dummy
Grubbers,
passes?
dummy passes. Oh yeah.
20-6.
Have we had a winning team that's had more dummy passes this week?
No, we haven't.
No. The Roosters tried that. Billy Smith
Oh,
scored.
great try.
Billy Smith. Crichton one?
No, Crichton.
That was sensational.
That was slick.
Billy
How
Crichton.
many things have to go very lucky for that to pull off?
And where,
Even that kick, I'm like, oh, Tupo's going to drop this for sure.
yeah. And even
he
like
catches one.
Even Samuel Walker's little spin and kick and
Yeah,
his vision.
oh.
I would say that Sam Walker's short kicking game is the best in the league.
He didn't see that. He just kicked and hoped.
That,
Like,
Tupou
that
wasn't even
kick-
there.
That kick was a.
I'm not saying he doesn't have a great thing. I'm saying he didn't see that.
Would you agree with me though that Sam Walker's got the best short kicking game?
He reminds me of Alfie.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
short kicking game.
I think the game really misses
I don't
that
know.
short kicking, the grubbers.
Yeah.
Like I grew up on that. Like they'd kick for the corner, do the grubbers in goal.
Or the little grubbers through when you're 40 metres out from the try line.
Yeah.
Andrew
Chip over
Johns,
the
he was
top.
another good one for that.
I
Yeah.
will commend the Roosters' defence. I thought in particular, it wasn't the shots they were putting on, it was just they go in, it's something the Cowboys need, they go in, they make a tackle, and they were just holding on until the player got to the ground. There was no sort of letting go. At one stage there, I think it was like 50-minute mark, they still had only missed one tackle.
Yeah.
And being a wet game, they ended up missing, I think it was 18 or something, 20. So that was just because of fatigue towards the end of the game, wet weather.
Yeah, you got
but at one stage, so I think credit to the Roosters, like they were the hungrier team, I reckon. They've got a finals berth up.
Yeah.
Up
The-
state.
and the try scope that Teddy did.
The only time Seagulls looked good was when Turbo went back to fullback.
Yeah, I noticed Turbo went to fullback.
And then when he went back, they dropped off again.
Do you think Seabold's given Hawaii the hook and going, mate, you're not playing well enough, Turbo, get back there? Or what do you think?
No, he went off with HIA because Teddy didn't need him in the head.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's
He went
right.
HIA,
Yeah,
Turbo went
I
back.
thought Turbo
So when
was-
he came back on the field, Turbo went back to
I saw
centre.
Turbo playing fullback towards the end of the game too. Or maybe he was just...
I don't remember the end, but
No,
the
okay.
only time they looked good was when he was there. When
So what do you
Hawaii
think
went off.
Manly do there? Because
Turbo.
Turbo is obviously so injury primed, but primed, but every time he plays there, he seems to get hurt.
No, I think they've put him at centre. One, because Hopewadi a few weeks ago was playing really well at fullback. But two, I think just to get his confidence up. Turbo will go back to fullback. He is a fullback, and I think he'll get there. They just wanted to give him time to get confident.
I know. Well, I was the one that said they were a better team, but I think they almost got to leave him there so he doesn't get injured.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Like, give him a license to run on the other side of the field in attack.
So what are you guys saying his injuries are from?
From the amount of distance he's got to travel at high speed, and like stepping and that.
yeah.
But in the line, he's not running as far at that pace.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
All right, the
that's my
Lachlan
medical
Galvin
opinion.
Cup.
Yeah.
Tigers 28-14.
Wow.
What a
Now,
game.
Jason said the Bulldogs can't play when it rains,
Yep.
Correct.
and the Bulldogs still can't play when it
They
rains.
were
Atrocious.
terrible. It was
Tigers.
really raining though, but the amount of errors.
Tigers
far
straight
out.
through the middle.
Yep.
Straight through the middle.
67% completion from the Dogs compared to 79
Yeah.
from the Tigers, and missed tackles 30 to 29. So that's pretty even. I'm looking for errors. Where was errors?
I think it's down.
Down. Errors 13 to 9. Yeah, look.
Yeah, but two of those errors led directly to long range tries.
Do you know what I reckon gave the Tigers the leg up is the fact that before the game, like, hey, Lockie's playing for them. Let's go out and give him help.
Yeah.
And I reckon that's what gave them a bit of an extra leg up. They made it personal.
And do you reckon that, like, with the booing that he was getting, do you reckon it affected Galvin?
It was more Luai in his face screaming at him.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
affected him.
He would have been nervous. Like, you put yourself in Galvin's shoes, you would have been probably. quite nervous.
Because these are your new teammates. Like, as much as you would think they'd have your back,
Yeah,
you
you don't
don't
know.
really know.
You don't know.
Whereas they're your old teammate,
Yeah.
so he's probably feeling a little bit of, like,
Yeah.
on his own.
Yeah, I
maybe?
know. Like, I would have your guys back, but in terms of Matt's, yeah, I don't know.
We wouldn't be on the same team anyway,
They
Jed.
cook you dinner.
I'm
They
running
cook you
straight
dinner
at you.
once a week, Jed. What are you doing?
Hey, if anyone's,
Do you want to eat some grass, do you?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
you should have
In the
anyone's
backyard.
back. It
Just
should be
quickly,
Matt's.
is there a better team, and I probably Jed will answer otherwise to this, is there a better team in the NRL to see their fans lose than the Dogs? Especially with how cocky and...
It's
It's
pretty
nice
hard.
to see the
Oh, it was
Dogs
good.
lose.
Yeah, but
it was good.
You all know I've got a bit of a soft spot for the Dogs.
Because they were your
Oh,
team
you
boss
do,
at the
yeah.
time.
I was going to
They
say
were my
Jed
first team. They're my dad's team. I've got a heap of mates. Sarah's uncle follows the Dogs. So
No, that's
sort
right, I
of,
get that.
you know, but yeah. I don't know. I feel that.
They're New South Wales fans, though.
Yeah,
Like,
so
if you
that's
take the
all right.
game out of
That's
account, it's good to see them lose.
I was going to say Jed loves seeing the Broncos
Oh,
lose.
love it. But,
So-
like, it is like, oh.
But just with how cocky the Dogs fans
Yeah,
have been this
yeah.
year, anytime they
But
lose,
they're
it's
so
like,
pumped though. Like
They're great
dogs
for
have
the
been,
game.
Dogs have been struggling for so long.
They're
Like,
great for the game. I completely.
I can tell you that if the Titans were, had a good year, top 8, next year, top 4, leading the comp for a ton of it, Seabus is going to be full, and it's going to be full of people like that. You know?
If there's one team that if they win the comp, they will turn their town or their suburb
they'd be
upside
riding.
down, it's the Dogs.
They'd be
Can you imagine
riding.
when
Yeah.
they win the comp? Belmore's just going to go.
Yes.
Who knows
Yeah.
what it's going to look like?
Yeah,
Remember-
well, I went when I went to the 2004 grand final and they won. Yeah, like there were flares and
Oh, yeah.
it was just it wasn't.
On
Yeah,
the
Dad
dominant
was
one.
like, "Yeah, we better get out of here."
Remember the Rugby League World Cup that was in Brisbane a few years ago?
Yeah.
Tonga had a really good win. I forget. I think they might have beat New Zealand, maybe.
Oh, okay.
We were in South Bank, and it was going off. Like there was driving up and down the streets, yahooing, carrying on. It was great.
Yeah.
It's a good atmosphere.
Tonga are amazing for NRL.
All
I
right,
love
Sharks
Tonga's my
beating
favourite.
the Cowboys 32-12 in the last game. I had to work, but what do we think, boys?
In front of about 17 fans, there was that stadium.
Well, one of the dudes had a scuba thing. Did you see that?
That
Oh.
stadium is empty, like as small as it is. And I get it was raining, but they 17,000 still turned up to the Dogs game.
Yeah.
So, look,
What was the actual?
it doesn't say.
It was more than
There would have been about 5,000, I reckon, 4 or 5,000, which still, considering. Look, Cowboys with Robert Darby, his injury today, that makes us 13 players unavailable. So we are on Rabbitohs levels. In saying that, it does not excuse some of the drop ball and missed tackles that we made today. And poor Toddy Payton's copping the brunt of it, and so he should. He's the coach. He's not the one out there making those tackles and giving away those penalties and dropping that ball. 32-12 actually flatters the Cowboys. I thought it should have been a lot worse. And like I said a few weeks ago, the quicker it continues to get worse for us, the quicker something has to change, right? Maybe not.
No.
But
The difference that has to be said between the Rabbitohs and the Cowboys still have their spine.
exactly. And
Um,
when I say compare, like the Rabbits, they're on a whole different other planet.
Yeah.
They're missing their spine completely. We've still got at least Drinky and Deard in there and Robson at hooker, but. It's frustrating. Frustrating watching. The result went as what I expected. Do you know what I mean? Like I wanted us to win, but I was sitting there going, I kind of thought that this is how this game would go. So, Chase. Sorry, Jed.
So I was just going to ask you again, Carl. If the Cowboys do away with Todd Payton, is it at the end of the year or at the start of next year? Who would you like to see as head coach?
I heard Trent Robinson's going to Cows.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we have the brown paper bags.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about it. I haven't.
Like
thought
is
about
John
it, Jed.
Morris still available?
I would take Josh Hannay because I know Josh Hannay. Obviously, he's a former Cowboy. He did some time up there with Paul Green as well, and he's been at the Sharks. He's been in Queensland camp. Again, Josh Hannay's unproven as an NRL coach.
Yeah.
Holbrook would be alright too.
Holbrook was great with the Titans. We need a coach that isn't scared to make decisions like dropping players because of their
form.
form. A hard coach that's going to come in, like exactly what Maguire did with his wingers last week. Karapani hasn't been playing that bad. And who was the other winger for the Bronx? Arthurs has been a staple of that team for a few years now, and he's coming on, all right, boys, sit down. I'm going to put these two boys in.
But they did the same thing you were talking about, the Cowboys. They're still named Arthur's 18th man.
So they can't go back on there.
It mustn't have been anything too crazy. It must have just been he thought Cobbo was playing better.
Yeah, well, my theory was he needed more explosive carrybacks from their own end. But
I think Payton needs another year at least.
I think injuries have probably given him that extra bit of time.
You get Tamalolo back in that team this year.
He's such a big difference.
Even Jake
when he came in, he brought experience. He brought that drive,
leadership.
Probably a bit more
too.
courage in the team because he's such a big player physically and.
If you look at some of our outs, like we've got Clifford,
forward,
McIntyre, McLean, McKaylee, Murray Talangi, Tamalolo, Vilea, who's been our centre for a couple of years, Helam Lukey, well, he's been out all season, but there are a couple of, but mainly Tamalolo, McLean, and McIntyre.
I say Payton with all those guys back available, it's a completely different Cows team.
Yeah, and
you'd be sitting in probably top 5.
Yeah.
Tom Dearden's
top
been
8.
Tom Dearden.
Very unlike Tom Dearden.
He laid on him for about 8 to 10 seconds.
Minutes.
and we were talking about the car. I don't know what happened, but he got up and complained about it.
Yeah.
And we're like,
what?
That's the most obvious sin binning ever.
The only thing I could think of is he'd just been split open in the head. Maybe he was a bit concussed.
I don't know. Maybe he thought it was too.
Right.
What do you think about Sharks, Jace?
Actually, I was really impressed by Ronaldo's interview afterwards.
Oh, okay.
I was listening to ABC for the last 5 minutes. They interviewed Ronaldo, and he said, he said the big baldy, referring to the coach, is definitely not going to be happy with their second half. He said we're a defensive team, and we weren't happy with that defence. And they kept trying to talk to him about his attack, and he said, no, defence needs to get better. So I was really impressed by that attitude because we could score points except for against the Rabbitohs. And I have to give the coach credit. He dropped Burns and put Hazelton on the bench.
Yeah.
And I believe it was because of the rain. And he said, we just need another front rower. And I was impressed by that because that's a smart play in that weather. And we 43 dummy passes. We just all over that.
There was one of the I forget which show it was I was listening to, but they were making comments about the top 30, like in the American leagues like NFL, NHL. I don't know about NBA, but like those they've like NFL, they've got like 60 guys or 70 guys on their roster. They
start with 60, but then they do like a drop. So they drop half their squad when the season starts.
Yeah. So, but they got a better rotation through all of the players. And there was a comment that was made, which I thought was really good, really interesting, is like, why are coaches too afraid to rotate players?
Especially front rowers.
Yeah. Because when there is an injury, you're pulling up someone that hasn't been playing top grade or has little experience to come in and fill those shoes. Like if you're rotating guys, then you can work on combinations, confidence, experience, all that sort of stuff.
I think so, but is it just not enough talent out there to put them in?
Well, there's enough talent for another 3 teams.
Yes. Jason, I just wanted to ask you about that. What are your thoughts on the Sharks telling Talakai that he's free to leave at the end of the year?
There's no way they said that.
Okay.
Is it from a reliable source?
Rugby League update.
I don't know who that is, but Fitzy loves Talakai.
Okay.
And he came out and said, I love him on the bench because no one knows where we're going to put him.
Nah.
And he can come in and play centre, or he can play back row, he can play front rower, and he's just impossible.
Yeah.
I would find it really, and also, like, if McInnes goes down, we don't have another small forward.
Yeah.
Did you see Cam McInnes get smashed today?
Yeah.
It was a full body shot.
He got smashed, and then he did it like till turn, and he got up and played
Yeah,
ball.
and he kept going.
I was like, Well, that was one thing about the best Cowboys player. That was Griffin Neame.
Yeah.
He was unbelievable, but he just doesn't tackle them. He hits them hard, but he never makes the tackle. He did it to Talakai. He smacked him and Talakai did a turn and he kept running. I'm like, oh, you can hit him, but you got to make the tackle.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick ad break and we'll come back with the ladder and this week's round. Carl, start us off.
Oh,
please.
yes. Okay, so just the old handball. Hospital pass.
Hospital pass.
So we got the Raiders, Storm, Dogs, and Warriors. Top four. The Warriors are looking very shaky. So the Raiders on 36, the Storm and Dogs are on 34. And then you got the Warriors on 30, and sneaking up behind them are the Penny Panthers on 29, and then the Bronx Sharks on 28, and then the Dolphins on 26, and then a bit of a gap between 9th and 10th on 24. So I think the top 10 now, it's probably official, is only the 10 teams can make the top 8. I think the 8 will be settled by one of the Dolphins, Roosters, or the Sea Eagles.
And we actually play each other, Dolphins and Roosters, this weekend, so it could be.
So it's in your hands. I think the Dolphins drop out. Personally, I think the Roosters get in there. And I don't particularly want to play the Roosters.
Yeah, if we make it, be scared.
Well, Dolphins, Herbie's gone.
Yeah.
Kafusi's probably going to get suspended again.
When that game started, I'm going to say when that game started, I said to Isaiah, I'm like, betcha
Can I
gets
just
off
say,
this
look,
game.
we've discussed Kafusi's sin binning and tackle. When he literally tackled one guy the same way, he was the third guy in. That guy there, he was standing up when he came in, but then the attacker lost his footing, started falling over, but the other two Dolphins guys held him up. That's why Kafusi fell on his legs, not because Kafusi attacked his legs.
Yeah.
But in the same point,
still, it still injured the guy. So
in the same point that Teddy
happened.
didn't mean to knee him in the head,
Yeah.
Kafusi still fell on his legs.
Kafusi's a serial offender. I think he paid for it.
Target.
I'm just going to have a quick blue about sports bet.
Oh,
How on earth are we $126 compared to the Dolphins $31?
You have a trickier draw.
I said this last week to you. I said it last week. They were 151 last week. I said, Jed, $5, get on it.
All right, gamble responsibly.
You don't know what you could be losing.
So,
You win some, you lose
Warriors next week could be
Gone.
7th.
Oh.
Very well.
I don't think the Broncos beat the Storm, but they could be.
Yeah, because their points differential is not fantastic. It's the worst out of
26.
the top 8, actually. So
Yeah. All right, we'll get into this week's round.
this week's round, starting on Thursday night, we have...
Not those games,
Yeah,
Cal.
not those. That's
That's
It's
done.
already done.
All right, Storm versus the
23.
Ponies.
Melbourne, Jed. How do you feel? How do you feel, Jed? Who are you going to go for? Are you going to watch this game and just rage because you hate both teams?
But I hate the Broncos more.
He doesn't hate
But
the
how
Storm
much,
that
though?
much, does he?
No, I don't like.
They're not like me. I hate the Storm.
Yeah, but which team do you hate most?
I don't know.
What are you doing with your life?
I would say the Storm. I hate the
yeah.
Storm more, but I
hate the Broncos. So,
I like Adam Reynolds, can I say?
Yeah,
So it's kind of
I like
ruining it.
I
for
like
me.
South Sydney.
Why do you hate the Broncos so much?
Because
What have
they
they
get
done
all
to
the
you?
calls. They play every Friday night. Like even on Friday night,
False.
there was some blatant calls like, "Oh mate, he knocked that ball on from dummy half," and then they scored in that exact.
I would say
Reece
not.
Walsh's shoulder charge.
I would
Yeah,
say
Reece
not
Charles-
these days, but these teams traditionally 5 years ago
And
got a lot of penalties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Broncos.
5
That's where it
years
came
ago,
from.
100%.
5 years
like the NRL just
It happened
looks
to the
after them.
Cowboys.
And like.
It ruined you.
And the thing is,
finals.
my dad hates the Broncos, so I've got to
it's
follow in his
heredity.
footsteps.
See, yours is hereditary. My dad is a Broncos supporter,
Oh.
and my brother's a Broncos membership.
Hang on, Jed just said you have to follow in your dad's footsteps.
No way.
There you go, Jed. Jason did it. So
You don't have to. You be
don't
your
have
own
to.
man.
Yeah,
Stand up.
Stand
be
up
your
for
own-
yourself.
You've been living in this shadow too long, Jet.
I know,
Jed,
yeah.
Stand up.
You are
Yeah,
Jebediah.
I am going to start my own union, And
Union.
We don't do union.
We don't talk about rugby union.
We do league.
no.
Union, mate. That's a
I'm
different
taking
game.
I mean like a union.
Yeah,
Like,
anyway, the second game,
CFMEU.
first game on Friday
Don't swear.
night.
Don't swear.
The poor Knights have to play
Hang on.
Penrith.
Whoa,
Hang on, we
whoa,
didn't do
whoa.
tips.
Are we doing tips as well?
Storm for the win.
Storm.
I was just trying to shut up,
Storm.
Jen. Storm.
Storm.
All right, next game is Knights versus Penrith. I'm a bit loud there.
Yeah, a little bit.
We woke you up, didn't we, eh?
I really want Knights to win.
Yes.
I want them
Sure.
to smash the Panthers. I want them to smash them. But I'm tipping Panthers.
Why on earth would you play the weekend after Magic Round for the girls? Play like you've just had 8 games or whatever, and then you play the weekend after. I don't
Well,
get
it's the same as Suncorp.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid.
We'll see
Schedule.
how the field is, eh? See if the rain stops.
Yeah, but Penrith will win.
As much as Matt hates Penrith now, I'm going Penrith. I think they'll win.
Yeah, I think Penrith will be too good for the Knights.
Comfortably.
All right, Raiders versus Sea Eagles for the main game on Friday night.
Raiders.
In Canberra. Gee, I
Yeah.
think Raiders have
Raiders.
a bounce back factor. And I think the Seagulls are in trouble.
In Canberra.
Well, they're both going to
yeah.
have a bounce back, but who's going to have
Yeah.
the better
that other
bounce
game
back?
was 4 degrees in Canberra.
Wow.
Yeah, it gets cold down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, Raiders for the win.
Yep.
Yeah, Raiders. Saturday,
Derby.
3 p.m. game. The Dargans versus the Sharks at.
This has
Jubilee
always been a
Stadium.
traditional game where, like, even if one team's going good and one team's going crap, it's always a good
But
game.
they both won last week.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good game.
Yes.
Cronulla.
I will go Dragons.
Get out.
I'm not getting out. I'm
Far
staying
out. You're biased
He
against
does
Sharks.
here. No, I like my Sharkies. Yep, Matthew.
This is why he's second last on tipping.
Shut up.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
think
Jeff.
this will be
I'm
a hard
sorry.
game. I think Dragons potentially coming off the back of a win against the Raiders.
I'm going Cronulla. I think it's quite simple. this
What? How did
How
the
could it be simple?
Can I just ask,
Yeah.
how did the Dragons beat the Sharks?
one. Yeah.
No.
Like, what happens?
Well, I haven't done my tips yet, so I'm gonna.
No, but I'm just saying, like, as a point of view, like, what are you just feeling it, or what do you actually think?
Yeah.
Flanagan outplays Nico? Do you think their forward pack can
Nico's
match
due for a
ours?
drop. They're due for a bad game.
Yeah, but do you think our forward pack?
Being
I think your defence would win it, if anything. And they'll be working on that this week. So
Sharks comfortably.
Anyway, all right.
I don't
Just curious.
know. All right, Sharks for the win then.
No, you don't. I don't want to change your mind.
Whoa.
What are you
Why
going
can't
to
I
do?
change? It's not set in
Because
stone.
you changed because of us.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
change because of
why.
us.
Can
I'm
I
a-
be honest
I'm
with
a
you?
good salesman.
That's why I do this podcast, is so that I can get 3 other people's opinions on who I should tip.
Don't listen to
If you
us.
copied me, you'd be hired.
Well, I don't even know exactly what you tip.
Yep.
Yeah, I know, because I never,
That's a good
whatever
point.
I say here, I
Yeah,
never
I often
think
change
about
it.
that Thursday. I'm like, oh, wonder what.
All right, the game that could, potentially decide who's in the top 8 this year: Dolphins versus Roosters up at Suncorp.
Oh, we should go to this.
Yes, I do have a birthday to
Say
go to, but I might.
Can
A
you?
birthday?
Oh, hello,
You don't even
Captain
like them.
Popular.
Suncorp Roosters?
You
Yeah,
told
yeah.
me that you
Whose
didn't even like
birthday's
them
your
anyway,
dad's?
Jed.
Yeah.
Dad's birthday.
Look. I don't mind the fellow that I'm going to see, but I might have to pull his leg.
Why are you going to pull his leg for?
Buy him a
It's his
ticket.
birthday.
Just
Buy him a ticket and
apologise.
take for his
Say happy
birthday.
birthday, mate.
Oh,
I'm off to see the Roosters.
I've had it booked in since November last year.
Oh, that's
And
a good
because
idea.
you're not going to
Well,
watch.
his birthday actually starts at 4:00, so I might just go there for an hour, and then just
You
say.
social
Well, you can't get to
butterfly.
Is
see-
it
Suncorp
in
there.
Brisbane?
No,
though?
but he lives in Brisbane.
You social
Oh.
butterfly.
Yeah, go half hour.
Yeah.
Drop in early, like, oh, how annoying is that? Rock up to the party early, like half hour. early.
And then he's an old school friend.
Fashionably late.
Good.
Roosters.
Sorry, we do
Carry
this.
on.
Yeah, Roosters for a win.
I'm going to go the Finns at Suncorp. Oh, no,
Without Herbie.
No, Herbie. Roosters.
Yeah, you don't like Roosters, eh?
What? I just said to you in the group chat, what a great win by the Roosters the other night.
Yeah, it might have been a good win, but you've got something against us.
I do.
If I do,
you
it's
bought the
nowhere
competition.
near as much as what you guys both hate the Broncos. It's not even close. It's on a different system.
Oh, okay.
Do you know, it doesn't come out much anymore, but I actually hate Manly a lot too. for the record.
Yeah, I still want to know why
much.
Pluto's not part of the solo system. But anyway,
Solo system.
Manly wins.
Oh, we need to finish this podcast.
I reckon Dolphins might do it.
Wow.
Home field advantage.
No Herbie.
Yeah, even without Herbie. Kafusi's not a real big loss because I've been playing with him.
He's a big
without
loss.
him all year, though.
He's a big loss because they don't have any other front rowers.
Yeah, but Nikorima's back, you know. Katoa.
all right.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be a good game.
All right, Saturday night, 7:35, Bulldogs versus Warriors. I believe that they've sold about 30,000 tickets already.
Bulldogs.
Awesome.
If it doesn't rain,
Doggies.
Bulldogs. If it rains, I'm going Warriors. I'm
Yep.
changing
I'm
my
going
tip.
draw.
Changing my
I don't think you
tip.
can go for the draw. I will tip the Doggies. Just too many injuries for the Wars, so...
I should have changed my
Yeah,
Matt?
tip.
Bulldogs.
Sunday, 2 p.m, we have Game of the Year, 16th versus 17th.
Spoon Cup.
Possibly Spoon Bowl for 2025.
This is a game you should go to, Matt.
And the Titans, they
Favourites.
have to be favourites against the Rabbitohs with literally no one playing.
Well, they'll have a couple of players back now.
I'm predicting Titans to win by
Muslims.
40.
Wow.
Yeah, Titans to win by 40.
I think so too. Titans.
Yeah.
I think Titans
I
win.
think
I don't think
Titans will
40.
be pretty safe this week.
Yeah. All right, last game of the weekend, Eels versus the Cowboys. Why on earth you would go to this game, I don't know.
It's on TV too, Jed. Do you think that's a
You
good
just
game
said
to
that
be on
you
TV?
think the Eels have been playing really well
They're
the
going to
last
be top
2
8
weeks.
team next year. What are you talking about?
Why
Yeah,
would you not go watch them?
because they're versing the Cowboys.
Mitch Moses, Zach Lomax.
No, it's just the fact I don't like the
Why are
Cowboys.
you guys something against the Cowboys?
Flipping hates everyone now, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
look, I don't like anyone in this. This is my podcast.
Righto.
Alright.
Jed's doing it by himself next week.
What do we think, boys?
No offense to the Cowboys, but the Eels win comfortably.
Yeah.
Eels have been playing good footy, so my head's saying Eels, my heart's going to say Cowboys.
That's good to go to bed.
That was actually my alarm to do my tips and use the Joker because I've got 3 Jokers left.
Oh,
And I'm running,
tips on Monday,
I'm
man.
running out of weekends to use.
If I did my tips on Sunday,
Alright,
I would,
Eels for the win.
not forget us.
Eels.
Yeah.
Tipping?
I said Eels with my
Yeah.
head, Cowboys with my heart. So it's going to be, I will tip
Yeah.
the Eels.
Either way, you
I
win.
think the Eels have got it.
Alright, that just about wraps out our episode.
Your-
It definitely wraps it up.
Yep, have you
Your
guys
podcast.
got... Yep. Have we got anything to add, boys? Don't drink drive like James Hooper.
I'm going to fact check
Yeah.
some of your Roosters claims about earlier, particularly the 2022 and 2023 top 8 or top 4 remarks.
I've already checked them, they're wrong.
They've been debunked. But anyway,
Anyway,
Yeah.
well, I'd just like to say a big thanks to Jed for letting us on his podcast.
Yeah.
If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up, give us a
Can
like,
I-
share.
I'd like to say thanks to Jed for allowing us to use your shed.
Thanks, Jed.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Thanks, Jeff, for letting me use my camera.
Okay.
I'm going to drive out here as well in my car.
Okay, yep, and thank you for
Yeah.
cooking me dinner.
Yeah, I haven't cooked it. You too late?
Who was expecting dinner?
Put some bread in the toaster.
So, yeah,
Alright,
thumbs
after you
up.
like,
Yeah.
after you subscribe, you can switch off. But thanks, guys. Have a good life.